Greetings, Benjamin J. from BENZTRAINZ with another in the series. Well, a new engine has arrived. Marx 1666. Found this on eBay, bought it for parts, 12 bucks. And this one was in particularly terrible condition. It was originally a smoker, and I was hoping that perhaps I could salvage that. Unfortunately, no. The smoker had been torn apart. Coils gone out of it. This engine was majorly trashed when I got it. And like I said, I bought it for parts, but I always try to save them if possible. Now this one, you can see it was a smoker, and it had been rather badly abused. In this case, the rear mount, the stanchion for the truck, was completely broken off. And so the rear truck was missing, of course. But I have several of these. So, when you run across the 1666, the stanchion that's broken off for the rear truck, all you have to do is use a long sheet metal screw, drill a hole, and put a stack of washers to replace the stanchion. It works perfectly. It only costs, I think it was 80 cents, something like that. So there's about 10 washers stacked up on a 1-inch screw. So I just stacked the washers, put the sheet metal screw through it, and the rear truck is mounted and working. Now the motor was dead, absolutely dead, as was the headlight. So this engine was in really terrible condition. So I bypassed the E-unit to get the motor running. Excuse me. I had to hardwire the bulb into position. The 1666 uses a snap-in mounting for the bulb. It just snaps in position and held by springs. And that was completely gone. So I just devised a way to hold the bulb in there and just hardwired it. So the bulb's up and running. The engine is up and running. Let me pull the camera off the tripod. Now this one took, well over 2 hours to get running. This one was dead. I mean, it was, like I said, I bought it just for parts. But when I find an engine and I buy it for parts, I always do my best to see if I can get the thing running before I actually start to disassemble it. So the body was broken, that stanchion was broken off, and I replaced that with the washers and installed the rear truck, got the headlight fixed, got the motor running, bypassed the E-unit, and we're going to take it around the track and see how we did. So we're pulling, I believe we're pulling 18 Marx cars with a $12 1666 that I bought strictly for parts. Let's see what happens. So as you can see, that's running absolutely perfectly. So a Marx 1666 for 12 bucks. And it took about 2 hours to get it running. And it was missing the rear truck. But that's what's fun about these Marx engines, is I bought this just to tear it apart and get the parts out of it. And like I said, I always do my best to see if I can't get them running before I actually dismantle them. And this engine is running actually really well. So it's intact, it's complete, no longer original, of course, because of the stack of washers and the rewiring. But it's running, and it was $12, and that's the neat thing about this. So an original Marx 1666, up and running, front and rear trucks, and couldn't be happier with it. 12 bucks, and got to spend a couple hours working on it. So lots of fun. As I always say, don't overlook the junk. Just because it's junk when you get it doesn't mean it's going to be junk when you're finished with it. So I just wanted to do a quick video to document this. Marx 1666, 12 bucks, in perfect running condition. So as always, if you have any questions, feel free to drop an email, BENZTRAINZ at gmail.com. And as always, thank you for watching.